What's going on, my subscribers, my saints, my supporters, and to all my new subscribers, thank you for subscribing and welcome to your boy Jay. Today you're wondering, yes, I'm on a new set. Same bed, I'm not going to do the in your dreams review, nor am I going to go downstairs because right now in Houston, Texas, it is cold. Okay, it's cold, so I'm not trying to go downstairs to my set and do my review. So I'm trying to stay in bed. It's warm. I got light, camera, and I got action. So we're gonna do this review, and I'm gonna call this review other than I'm calling the name of the episode, but this review is gonna be entitled "In the Bed with Jay." And there's no freaky point intended. It's just you just chilling with your boy in bed. He chilling. So got his Nike hat on. Got his new diamond earrings I got for my brother's wedding. That's one of the reasons why I'm in bed. Two reasons: it's cold outside, and I'm tired. I had a ball bachelor's party. We turned up. I turned up for 2 nights in a row at the party, at the reception, at the wedding, and hanging out with you. I don't turn up much, so when I do turn up, I'm gonna turn up. I'm going to enjoy my life, no matter what the church folks got to say, what the saints got to say, and the so-called church people acting like they ain't never done nothing. So it is what it is. Real Housewives of Atlanta, season 7, episode 14. Hello, Mr. Chocolate. Y'all, Lord, hold on. Hold on, wait. Lord, Jesus, hold on. Hold on. Hold on, wait. I gotta get it out. Hold on. Okay, I'm ready. Okay. Here it comes. I'm not gonna do a full review because I watched the episodes and I'm not gonna talk about anything. I'm gonna talk about 3 people and I'm gonna talk about Claudia, the meetup with Claudia, which is the first scene of the episode. I'm going to talk about Candy, and I'm going to talk about Phaedra, which is the ending scene. Everything else was irrelevant, and I guess I can talk about Kenya. I'm going to give Kenya some camera time. I'm gonna give Kenya some camera time. I'm going to tell you why I'm giving Kenya some camera time. First of all, before I start this review, hold on. Oh Lord, help me, Jesus, fix it, Lord. Speaking of fixing Jesus, y'all, Lord have hold on, wait. Speaking of fixing Jesus, Phaedra Park's gonna really need Jesus to fix her relationship and her marriage child, cause it's all in crumbles. Cause I'm just like, fix it, Jesus, fix it, Jesus. I need Jesus. Fix it, Jesus, fix it. Fix it, Jesus, fix it. Like Jesus. After a while. But anyway, we gonna get it today when we cross through it, okay? Okay. Before I start this video, shout out to my girl Lanicia Nene Lee. Girl, she booked another modeling gig. Shouts out to Nene, girl, cause you slayed the hell out that runway. I mean, like, for you to not be, I know you did pageants, and I know fashion was one of your things and one of your choices you liked it to do. Lord have mercy. Portia, get thee behind me, Jesus. Portia, I rebuke Portia in the name of Jesus. Let me quit. I love me some Portia. Nene booked more modeling gigs than Cynthia. Last time I seen Cynthia doing model, and that was on Real Housewives of Atlanta, and that was Fashion Week. In fact, and her Fashion Week gigs are not even top notch. I mean, for you to be considered to do Fashion Week, okay, let's give you your props. I would never take your accolades from you, but for that not to be Nene's strong point, and for that not to be something that Nene is known for, and for her to be booking modeling gigs and giving the runway what the runway needs, I'm like, okay, Nene, what's going on with Cynthia? But everybody wants to hate on Nene and everybody wants to talk about Nene here. Nene lives in her mess. If she's excuse my expression, but if she's a bitch, she's gonna own that she's a bitch. If she's messy, she's gonna own that she's messy. So it's almost like, yeah, I can get Nene together. Yes, I'll always, if Nene does something, I will always have an opinion and get her together and let her know what needs to be done and how it needs to be done. But at the end of the day, Nene is Nene. Nene has always been Nene. Nene ain't changed for nobody. Nene has been the same Nene, but Nene has grown up a lot. And Nene has owned her fact. Like, sweetie, I've been on her for 7 years. I've been on her for 7 seasons. I know what I'm doing. I give Bravo what I want to give Bravo. I give the artist what I want the audience to have. I can say what y'all want about Nene's husband and what Greg's done for, but every time Nene is at a performance, every time Nene is at a conference, or every time Nene is at a entertainment gig, whether it's on shows, Greg is either backstage supporting her or he's in the audience. And half of y'all don't even have a man who won't even fly halfway across the world to even support you. So everybody's like, Greg is a puppet. Greg is this, slavery. Nene has him on the leash. No, Nene does not have him on the leash because Greg is his own man. And you seen that last season when he approached Peter about speaking to his wife wrongly. That's a build that Peter's not that type of person. Peter is old school. That's what you call old school lawyer. He ain't gotta put what he do for his wife on Front Street. All he know how to do is support. He know what he does for his wife. That's why I like Greg. And Greg is not always in women's business. When Greg has an opinion, he has his opinion. Greg was outspoken in the first couple of seasons when Real Housewives first started, when Nene was trying to find her dad. Greg was outspoken. When Greg needs to step up, Greg will step up. He approached Peter. You see him and Peter cool, but Peter don't like Nene like that. And Greg approached Peter because this is not the first time he has approached Nene in the manner that he did. And that's why this is where all this problem is coming from. So at the end of the day, I'm a ride or die for Nene and Greg, because I'm the same way. I'm gonna say what I got to say, but I'm also gonna be you're on the Real Housewives of Atlanta, not Real House Husbands of Atlanta. So it's not the husband's Front Street, and that's Peter's problem. He's on Front Street. He's too busy trying to bring views to like him and his marriage because his wife is not bringing nothing to the table at all. And I agree with Nene, even though they were kind of like friends at the time. At that time, I don't think they wasn't friends, but we just didn't get to see that time because Nene and her had already fallen out when she was on the show saying this and that and the other. So with that being said, I'm all for Nene and Greg, and I like Peter and Cynthia too. But my problem is with Peter, he needs to support his wife and shut his mouth. This is not Real Housewives of Atlanta. This is Real Housewives of Atlanta. If your wife cannot bring nothing to the table, then she does not need to be on this show. I'm not saying she needs to bring messy. I know she needs to bring drama, but you can bring a lot of positivity, positive vibes to the show, and people will like you. But Peter needs to shut up and be behind the scenes. He's too messy. He's more of a wife than his wife is. And that's that. You don't see Greg in women's business. You don't see Apollo in women's business. Only time you saw him even approach a woman was because of him and the beef with Kenya. And you don't see Todd in women's business either. So why Greg being the older person of the bunch, along with Greg, why does Peter always have to be in the women's business? Or it's one thing to have an opinion, but it's another thing to put your hand and to approach a woman when they have a husband. If you was any man, you would know not to approach Nene, whether you were friends or cool with Nene or not. You approach Greg because y'all more cool than you and Nene were. So you should approach Greg and let him know, and he could talk to his wife. You don't approach your wife and curse it all in her face, and then once Greg gets in your face and check you about talking to his woman, and Nene back those, and like you, Peter, you're acting like a bitch. Now you have a problem with it. And yes, you were acting like a bitch, and I would have told you because y'all had that type of friendship. I don't care whether it's disrespectful or not. You, just like she said, you always in women's business, so why not? But anyway, I spent 10 minutes and 30 seconds on this doggone rant. I'm just going to move on to this episode, talk about Phaedra, talk about Candy, talk about Kenya, and talk about Claudia. We open up this episode with Claudia. Cynthia and Kenya comes to Claudia's place. And if y'all don't listen, you will never catch the tea of the whole thing. Did you I'm sorry, I gotta pat my head because I'm like scratching. But anyway, if you catch the conversation that Kenya had with Cynthia before they walked into the apartment, remember Claudia and Kenya supposed to be like they supposed to be ace boom coons. They supposed to be tight. So you mean to tell me that if y'all ace boom coons and y'all been tight, you mean you haven't been to her apartment since she first moved there, and you didn't want to help her get her place together, but y'all supposed to be cool? We're gonna clock the tea on that at 12 o'clock. But anyway, they opened the door. Claudia got her place fixed up. She finally got her checks from Bravo. Checks finally started bouncing in her checking account. So she finally got her coins together. Called Renaissance like I told her last review and got her apartment fixed up. And I have to give it to you, Claudia. Even though I don't see it for you on Real Housewives of Atlanta because of your antics and the way you're coming on. Because I actually really knew nothing of you except for the Tiny Show on VH1, the late night. And I actually liked you on that show. But and then until I found out she was shading her. So really you have no loyalty. And really, that's why I don't care for you like that and your antics. Because I did not like the way you did Portia. And I don't like the way you allow Kenya to make you do her dirty because the people you're having beef with was the same person that came at came at Kenya and shut her down last week where she had nothing to say. So with that being said, grow up, stand your ground. I like the fact that you come back to me, but if you're gonna do that, I need you to first of all stand firm in your walk and your talk. And I need that to project your personality. Be that nice, cool, collected girl, but also be that no BS girl. Nobody can cross you. And I'm gonna tell you that people will like you. People will care about you. People will want to support you. But when you coming on the show, just going off on everybody because you can or because you think you can, people are not gonna like you. See, these are veterans already. Kenya, not a veteran, and Portia not a veteran, but right now they've been on this is the maybe third season. Their third season, so they're considered veterans. So you're coming into their establishment. Come into their establishment and learn the business, learn what you need to do before you try to go off on people. Because the reason why you're Portia don't want to be friends with you, first of all, because you're associated with Kenya. And you're supposed to be buddy, cool, and then you're trying to come in her already trying to drag Kenya into your friendship, which you tried to build, and that's not it. And then Portia ain't did nothing to you for you to put that girl business out like that. It's none of your business of who she's fucking. It's none of your business of who she's laying with. It's none of your business, and you do not know for sure. You're not there when Portia spreads her legs up, and if she's getting purses and bags, let her get purses and bags. You worry about what's going in and out your coochie. You need to worry about what's going on with your feet. You need to worry about what's going on with your future. Because you have a lot of skeletons in your closet that you need to get rid of. That needs to be buried 6 feet under. I need to call Memorial Garden Cemetery for you, sweetheart. Stay out of other people's business. Learn the business. If you're going to build a friendship, build it off of genuine and authenticity. Because you're authentic to me. You're trying too hard to fit in. So let's get into this conversation. They get into the public, congratulate her, and Cynthia just excuse me. Cynthia has to raid on everybody's parade. Like you going into this girl's establishment, supposed to congratulate her. You bought wine, which is good, or champagne, whatever it was in the bottle, which is a good thing because they like to get drunk. They're drunk happy. But you know, Nene and Claudia are not on good terms. Well, then on good terms, they're not cool or not on good terms like you would think they should be. So why would you come into the girl's apartment in the establishment and smile? Ooh, girl, you finally got your apartment. You finally got you some furniture. You got a fixed up honey child. Let me call Nene and send her a picture. Why would the hell you call Nene? You Nene ain't cool like that. And you know, her and Claudia's not cool like this. So what was the purpose of that? Like I didn't understand that. Like what was that? What was the need for you to even think that or say that out loud? Talk situation and Claudia's like, well, honey, let me tell you about what happened at the party, so they get to see. So she started talk about the party, and then make the conversation to where Portia was picking on her and this and that. Why would Portia need to pick on you? And you're trying to be friends with her. She's not trying to be friends with you. So what's the need? What would be the need for you even to even try to even talk about the conversation when you came to that girl's establishment and show up and try to get her together at her own establishment, and then you get on Ricky Smiley morning show with Candy, and Candy actually kind of got you together low key. It was like, she's like, you know what? I hate when people get up on here and say this and that, and you're on the reality show. No, it's not the reality show. This is the reality show. So you mean to tell me you didn't mean what you said? And Claudia's like, yeah, I mean what I said and stuff like that. But it's like, with the reality show and this and that, she's like, no, stand walk. And Candy like got her together, and she's like, you know what? I texted Portia, and me and Portia clicked it out and I told her that we were going to end up talking. But the only reason why I went to the party was because the cameras were there and I was supposed to. I was supposed to be there to start drama. Okay. You don't get up there and say, and she's my in real life that with the beef me and Portia have, I wouldn't have showed up to the party. No, you showed up to the party to be messy and you showed up for camera time. Because if you did not want to show up, you wouldn't have showed up. Because if Nene didn't want to go to the party, she wouldn't have showed up. Stop with the kind of bullshit. Like you would say, take your own advice, Carter. She meant to talk about this relationship, talk about what happened, and she makes the story about her, about growing up, with that Denzel glory still hanging out her face. And I'm like, girl, bye. Like somebody, growing up being biracial, girl, stop biracial. Because I really want to know who and where the hell you grew up. Because where I grew up in the South, biracial girls was the shit. Long hair don't care was the shit. Green eyes was the shit. Big booty was the shit. Bright skin, nice complexion, nice makeup, eyebrows on fleek was the shit. So what area did you grow up where mixed girls wasn't the shit and nobody was trying to fuck them or get with them? Or the T was you was taking everybody, you was the cheerleader that was taking everybody man and you been a slut butt? Or was that the T that everybody was clocking that they didn't like you, that they called you names, that they picked on you? Because I'm not understanding. Because everybody want to be mixed. You catch a black person out, well, I'm mixed with Indian, or I'm part French and I'm part Mexican and I'm part Indian, and don't even know the tribe, don't even know their family history. So I'm not understanding where you come from that people are not like. I know you got some parts of the world who don't, but I'm just like, there has to be a reason, because it just was because you was mixed. You either got picked on because you was white, or you got picked on because you black. Mixed, especially if you're the cute mix, because everybody wants that curly haired dude with the bright skin complexion and nice eyes and the sexy pink lips. So I'm not understanding what's your tea. What did you do for people not to like you? And your attitude now, I can see why people don't like it, because I don't care for you on this show. I care for your professional side, but I don't care for you on this show. But anyway, on to Kenya. Kenya is on her business side, and she has to keep claiming that Roger Bob is not helping her with this project. Roger Bob was never going to help you with this project, sweetheart. Because Roger Bob is about legit business. He don't do straight to DVD, straight to Netflix production, sweetheart. Even though I was here for your hot parts, I love hot parts. Let's not even play. You and Tammy Roman, I love me some hot parts. But at the end of the day, people not want their movies to hit theaters. They want their television shows to do 3.5 and up million views and get season 2s and 3s and 4, 5s and 6, 7 and 20 seasons, and want to be on, continue to be successful, continue to make money. They don't want DVDs, honey. And my Nene voice to go straight to DVDs, honey. Straight to Netflix, honey. They don't want bootlegs in the street. They want they want to cut all the cash, honey. So of course Roger Bob did not want to work with you. He's busy. Get busy, sweetheart. But I'm like I just have to say, I'm here for Kenya's, I'm here for her business side. I'm tired of the cattiness. I'm tired of the pettiness. I'm tired of the messy Kenya. Kenya, get back to doing your work like I said in the last few. Get back to your professionalism. Put on your dress, put on your red lipstick, and be beat for the gods, like they say. Beat, slay, honey, slay. You were giving me life. I live for a good Kenya face, even though her skin is not all that. But live for a good confessional king, because Kenya is now getting to her standards where she is playing in the confessional. But I'm just tired of her pettiness. I'm just tired of her being messy and starting shit and then playing the victim. Stay in your professional side, Kenya, and just be a part of the drama, but not be in the drama. Just be there. Be a face in the drama. Proving them right, Kenya. I'm giving you a chance to like you. I'm trying hard. I'm there almost. Just like Claudia, I'm trying to give her a chance. But I'm just not, it's just something about Claudia I'm just not here for. But if it wasn't for me knowing who you are and all your accolades for Real Housewives of Atlanta, Kenya, I wouldn't even like you. But because since I like high parts, and since I know your accolades, and you're pretty, you're fine, you're sexy, I like you. But anyway. Candy. My thing is with Candy. Words of wisdom to you, sweetheart. Keep your marriage personnel off of Real Housewives of Atlanta. Be like Nene. Show what I want you to see. I'm going to give you what I want you to see. And I'm going to say what I want you to hear. Because this problem with you and Todd, with you thinking him cheating and then you displaying all your business to the person that everybody thought he was cheating with, does not make you look good and does not make your marriage look good. Because everybody's waiting on the chance and the opportunity to say that, hey, Mama Joyce and the old lady Cruz was right about Todd. He's the opportunity to see a cheating. He does not want you. He just wants your money. Do not give them people the how do I want to say this? Don't give them the audacity to even say that. Keep your marriage off of TV. Go through your thick and thins behind the scenes. Because I can see when Mama Joyce on TV and people have many stuff to say about Mama Joyce, but you kept bringing her to interviews. You kept her on Bravo. So I blame you for your emotional distress because you caused it. And I'm going to blame you for this marriage. Because at the end of the day, you don't know how to stand up. And you don't know how to be a wife. And I can tell you don't know how to be a wife. You can tell this your first run around. But I need you to keep your business off of television. Because many marriages fail because of television. If you're not a Nene and Greg and been together for years and know each other ins and outs, your marriage is not going to last on TV. Because everybody will have their opinion. And the way you acted about when they was going in on Mama Joyce, I don't think you can just handle the accolades of them proving Mama Joyce right. So stay out of it. Give your man time to breathe. He does not want candy coochie all day, every day. He does not want to play with sex toys all day, every day. Your man has a job. You were mad when people going in about him not having a job. That he has a job where he wants to try, but he's putting you on television series and shows and stuff. Now it's the problem with him saying if you want to hang out with his homeboys, give him the opportunity to miss you. Give him the opportunity to want to come home and fuck the brakes off your pussy. Give him the opportunity to want to come home and say, I need to get home to my wife. But if you don't give him the opportunity, he's going to stay out more. He's going to party more. And then you're going to have a real problem with it. So let him play. Let him go out. Let him enjoy his time. Phaedra and Apollo. Fix it, Jesus. Lord Jesus, I need you to fix this problem right now. In the mighty name of Jesus. Because Apollo needed, Phaedra needed this marriage. These kids needed. Pastor Regina, where you at? Lord have mercy. I would have, Jesus. I would have, honey. Apollo would have been slain in the spirit. Because, baby, I would have walked in that thing and slayed him and slung all kind of anointed olive oil and virgin olive oil all on his forehead. Because, baby, he came in there. All I saw was demons and spirits running around there because he was possessed. But the reality is he was on his way to Kentucky to serve his time. But he thought, you know what, I'm on the contract. Bravo called his ass back and said, you're going to be late. Come shoot this scene and act a damn fool. But what I like about this scene, what was so fun, Lord Jesus, what was so funny to me was Phaedra got a ride or die assistant, had her phone in her hand and her pen and paper in the other, and gave Phaedra a look like, sweetheart, do I need to call 911? Because I can have his ass arrested in 2.5 seconds because he's already late to his sister. She was ready to call. She was ready to send his ass back to jail. She was tired of it. But Phaedra told him, no, sweetheart, I have to shoot this scene. If things get too crazy, have 911 on the speed dial because I'm gonna get his ass incarcerated. He gonna get out here one way or another. But we get the thing with Phaedra. She's having the doors and she's having the gates locked. She's having the doors and locks changed because she thought Apollo was on his way to prison, but no, ma'am. Andy called Apollo, said, "Turn around, come act the fool. We need to get this on scene so we're gonna release this TMZ, get these views and these ratings on so we can get these checks signed, sealed, and delivered." Even Stevie Wonder saw that coming. He ran in the house and acted a plumb damn fool, like Negro. And again, you thought we were gonna have sympathy for you, Apollo? Do you want to get in confession, then want us to have sympathy? Nobody's going to have sympathy for you at all. Because again, you throwing these antics and throwing this shade and stuff like that, and then you meeting up with Peter, spilling tea, and Peter with his mess ass couldn't wait to get his little big bald headed Jamaican beans and rice head ass in the door and just run and tell his wife. It's one thing to have pillow talk, but it's one thing to be messy as fuck. And then her messy ass go tell Kenya. And then Kenya finna get her ass slapped and bombarded by that person I hope it connects to. I hope it connects with her spirit, her soul, to know not to ever open your damn mouth about some shit that you don't know nothing about. That's what you get, Kenya. And that's why I meant to even like you. Because you started the bullshit. Now she's finna slap the fuck out of you with her person and try to beat the fuck out of you. And you're gonna be in the reunion crying and this and that. Ain't nobody finna have sympathy for you at all. But anyway, Apollo, go to jail. The countdown has begun. Your countdown is over. It's over. The marriage is over. Your relationship is over. Your sympathy is over. Your respect is over. No one is going to have sympathy for you, Apollo, at all. Because at every decision you make, you do not have your wife at hand. She holds the keys to let you see your kids or not. And you still disrespect them. So, it is what it is. Go serve your time. Be the man that you're supposed to be. Grow the hell up. Phaedra, my prayers are with you. Be strong. Raise those kids to be great men in the state of Atlanta, in the state of Georgia, in the city of Atlanta, in the world period. Raise them to be great men. Good, strong men. And do not allow them to follow in their dad's footsteps. That's all I have for you. This has been Pillow Talk with J.DAREL. Real Housewives of Atlanta, Season 7, Episode 14. Hello, Mr. Chocolate. I can't wait for next week episode because guess what? I might be going in. And I might be in my regular set. So stay tuned. See you guys next week. Remember, like, comment, and subscribe. Peace.